that was my first year with Grant, who's still my trainer now.
Yeah.
And you know what, when I first went to him, I just found out a couple of weeks before that I weren't getting sent to the Europeans. I was national champion for Repton, just beat a very, very good kid in Andrew Kane, who's actually a pro now, friend of mine. And I always had a massive chip on my shoulder. My face never fit. My style was never going to work. Always told at the stage before, it won't work, it won't work. And I'd won my 5th national title in a row, 5 back-to-back. And I just found out, because I went on holiday with my mum and her partner for my mum's birthday with my brother, I found out that I missed the trial to go to the Europeans. I was going to miss it because I only found out a couple of days before it was meant to be. I'm going on holiday tomorrow. They went, oh, that's fine. There's 3 of us. There's 3 of them anyway. So I was like, oh, cool. I went over there. I was doing some training. After the first week, the lad that was getting, with the other, like, one of the other kids posted out that he'd been picked, you know? So obviously my head fell off a bit. I was a bit, like, because this was like the 5th year in a row. Do you understand? It was like, every time you win all the nationals, the prize is usually to then go represent your country in Russia or in some mad country. Yeah, but once you get to the top, it's like they have the worlds where all the best of each country goes to fight. Yeah. And by winning stuff like them and medaling there, that's how you sort of guarantee yourself onto the GB squad. And so when I first went to Grant, I was a bit disillusioned by boxing, to be honest, because amateur boxing, my face never fit. Who wins 5 national titles, is the best in the country 5 years and 5 times in a row and doesn't sort of get the plaudits for it. I was always getting picked off someone else, and then I was going and beating them the next year or something like that. It was strange, to be honest. But after all of that, I got to Grant. He sort of unpicked me because obviously I had a lot of mistakes, but I was allowed to sort of do how I wanted in where I was training before. And I'll be real, for the first couple of months training up in Sheffield, I was a uni student, you know, them parties and them 90p double vodka Red Bulls and all of that. You know what I mean? It's just, you can see how people can slip into just sort of, we call it the baba lifestyle, you know, in my friend groups. Yeah. And that's just for going out partying all the time, do you know what I mean? And living just a bit numb-minded, do you know what I mean? And really
living
take a step.
Beyond your means.
Yeah, I've never been too bad from that. I'm not like the flashiest person. I don't feel like I need to chuck around money to sort of impress people, but definitely like constantly putting yourself in situations that you don't typically need to be, when really I was going out 2-3 times a week when I really should have been staying in the gym and getting my head on it, just because I had a setback of England saying I wasn't good enough for the however many times in a row.